Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to Sunday. It's January 26th. This is the Witch's Oracle. I'm Nina, and I went ahead and shuffled and got the Leo card for today. So I went ahead and got the corresponding element and planet to go with Leo. So we have the fire, which is the element, and we have sun, which is the planet. So we have Leo, which is a 5. I don't know if you can see here. I can kind of get in a little closer. Leo is 5, which represents change. The trilogy would be change, conflict, chaos. For fire, we have a 2 and a 3. Patience and communication. And then with sun, we have the beginning or the start of, and then we have 3, which is communication. So the beginning of communication or creativity. 3, the trilogy on 3 is communication, collaboration, creativity. So you have your keywords and then your 3 base meanings. So this reading is for Leo or Leo energy. So the numbers today, as you can see, we have a 5, 2 and 3 are 5, and then 13. So we have 13 and 5. Also, 1 and 3 on the sun, the number 13. You add the 1 and 3 together for numerology, which is 4. Today is, let me pull the camera back. Today is January 26th, 2020. So with numerology, it's 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 6 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So today would be 13, day of the sun, and then 1 and 3 is 4. So perseverance. 4 is perseverance. So persevering through. 13, I'm pulling that number out because we have the 1 and the 3, and then also 5 because Leo is 5 and the fire sign is also 5. So that's what these are about if you're wondering what these numbers are. So for today, keep an eye out for the number 13 or 3, the number 5, and then also 4 because today is about perseverance. So when I do these are my numerology cards. When I pull my numerology cards, hopefully those will tie into all of this. And as I'm pulling my tarot cards, those numbers tend to also pull into that as well. And excuse my dog towel there. I had to give a dog a bath in the middle of the night. Last night, somebody was having some irritable skin issues. My little 3-pound chihuahua. So I had to give her a nice warm bath and rub her with some coconut oil. So I just realized that towel's still sitting there. I'm using the El Goliath deck for my reading today and the Halloween Oracle, which I'm loving right now, which I've just recently got for Oracle. This is the Burberry Astrology deck, and this is my numerology deck by Michelle Bachman, numerology. Amazon, $65, less than 15, around $20. I also have videos doing the reviews and the unboxing of all of these decks. If you're interested, if you want to see what they look like, if you want to go through the whole run of it, you can click on my videos and see them there. Also, do all of the things that you do down below, like, click, subscribe. I do free readings. If you'd like a free tarot reading, comment below and I will private message you. So I have to be able to get in touch with you somehow, or you can go to the Witch's Oracle on Facebook. Look for a circle with a black cat with a top hat and monocle. That's the logo for the Witch's Oracle on Facebook, and you can message me on there. You can private message me on my Facebook page, Melinda Nina Wood Nelson. Get a hold of me there so I can privately give you my personal number, and then you can call me. I can do an over-the-phone read where I can connect really well. It's the second best thing to be in, face-to-face. And my readings take at least an hour. I go really deep and in depth. So have at least an hour put aside where you can have privacy and quiet time uninterrupted. And I could do that read for you. It's 100% free. And I've not had one person complain about my readings yet. They all have loved them. So I always ask, instead of paying me, give me an honest review of the reading. And I'm okay with honesty because I can only learn from, from there. If you weren't happy, let me know that. And then I can, learn what's, better or, whatnot. Anyways, let's get into this because I'm already 5 minutes in. I haven't started. Okay. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Hopefully I don't get a bazillion cards. So let's start out with numerology. Let's get these shuffled. I like to pull my cards live so that when it gets crazy, people can't go, oh, she set that up. She pulled those cards. No, we're shuffling live. What I like to do is what I call Jesus Take the Wheel, where I just let the cards literally fall where they may. The cards that are sticking up are the cards that want to be pulled, and those are the cards I will pull. If there's a bazillion cards that pop up, I may have to shuffle those cards and pull from those cards again, just because I can't have like 500 cards to read. Okay, so you can see here, see how I'm talking about popping up? So that one's large and in charge, but then there's one other card right there. Do you see that? So the first thing I do is pull that first card, and then now you can see there is the second card, which actually looks like there's two cards that are sticking up. Yeah, there's two there. And then you look, do you see how then they're all flat? So that's how I know that these are the ones that need to be chosen. Okay. So when I talked about before how we have the 5, the 2, the 3, the 1, and the 3. So going across here, Leo is 5. Fire is 2 and 3. And Sun is 1 and 3. So we have 5, which is, there's only one number, so that's where it stays. 2 and 3 equals 5, so we have 5 and 5. Then we have 1 and 3, and that's 4, which is perseverance. Today, you add these numbers, adds to 4. So that's how we're connecting with all of that. So 1 is on Sun. There's 1, which is new beginnings. Next we have, oh gosh, now, this is why I love, okay. This is why I love doing live, not live, but on camera reads, because you see I didn't set this up. There's your 5. There's your Leo right there. Change. There's your Leo. Like it's right here. Like we are so connected, which is what we want, which is great. So now we have 5. See, and you got to watch for colors too, because colors, it's all about colors, numbers. It's all about the connecting of it. So 5, this is 5. This is change. Purple, this is personal growth. 7 is personal growth. So 5 and 7, okay, is, can I add, is it 12? It's 12. I'm like, can I add today? Is 12. 1 plus 2 was 3. There's your 3. So you have 3 in fire, and you have 3 in sun, with the 2 and the 3 and the 1 and 3. So each number is its individual, and then we pull them together to get its final. So, so there's 3, which is communication. The trilogy is communication, collaboration, and creativity. Okay, communication, teaching and learning. In order to teach, you need to communicate. In order to learn, you also need to communicate. Okay, asking questions, all of that. So, the beginning of change with teaching as well as learning. You can't always be the teacher, and you can't always be the student. The best way to personally grow is to be a great combination of both. All right, moving on. My timeline is I don't have more than 30 minutes on my phone before it stops, so I have to kind of try to go quickly. These are the El Goliath cards, which are amazing. And do I have them sit down? Sit down. Okay. So let's get going with these. Especially with these cards are not meant to have multiple pulls. These cards are very, very detailed. So there's a lot going on in each card. So I'm really hoping they don't give me a whole bunch of cards. because I can't really. Now see, this one I pulled up as I pulled the other card. And how I know if I'm supposed to have that card or not is if I tap and the card goes away, then that's a card that I didn't mean. Oh, let's look at the, bottom of the deck. I always look at the bottom of the deck, at least 4 cards in, to see where we're at. Okay, so that if we need a story, if we need some confirmation. All right, last card, first card. First card, 3 of Swords. The bleeding raw heart. If that's not descriptive, I don't know what is. The 3, so there's our 3 again. There's our 3 coming in, heavy and strong. Communication. And swords are our minds, our mental, our well-being, our thoughts, the way we think. So we have communicating our thoughts. And this is not so great, obviously, because the 3 of Swords is heartache, the truth coming out. The truth hurts. Next we have the Page of Cups, the Sister of Roses. Cups are our emotions. So Page is a message, bringing forth a message of emotion, or a message of emotion. Could be, it could be love. Emotion is emotion. I don't like to always say love because there's so many more emotions than that. Whenever there's roses, we have the butterflies, which is transformation. We have the roses, so that's something important, something deep, something meaningful. We have the pearls, so the pearls is a gift that comes from something else. Then we have the flowers blossoming here. So it's, it's growing. It's an ongoing situation. We have a deer, gentle, kind soul, on guard though, paying attention. So we have a message of emotion here. So with this heart, obviously this goes hand in hand with that one for sure. Next we have these. I don't do these in reverse. Nature, the seed of life. So with this one, I see a pine cone, but it also reminds me of the pineal gland and the brain, and that can go back over here to this 3. The swords are thoughts. I'm going to come back to this one in a minute before I start talking about what my personal opinions are. Next, we have the Queen of Wands. For me, always the Queen of Wands is Leo. All day, every day. Anyone can dispute that. You can say you have your own whatever. For me, Queen of Wands is Leo. And there's Leo right there, Queen of Wands. The Cosmic Huntress. We have the Dream Catcher here. Again, with our mind. Stars in the eyes. Queen represents female energy, also represents maternal, looking after, protecting. Wands is action, taking action. So we have for me, the seed of life, the beginning, the seed. There's your beginning. Over here we have change. We have change. So we have a message coming in of emotion. So this right here, this bleeding raw heart, this is emotional change. So we're going to be changing. So either changing from something good to something bad or something bad to something good. It's your life. You know what's going on. I don't claim to be psychic. I do not speak to the dead. You know what's going on in your life. You know what applies to you and what applies to the situation you're wanting to know about or the person that you're wanting to know about. So you would, know which one is which one here. And then lastly, teaching and learning. What do we call this? The wise old owl. The wise old owl, teaching and learning. So there we go. That is there 100% for certain. Well, let me real quick see if these have anything to do with this. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Master of Keys. Seeking counsel, seeking wise counsel. Having the keys, having the answers, the keys to open the doors. I definitely think this has a place here. We have the Magician, which is the alchemical master. We have the Magician, which is, if you look, we have Leo. We have Leo the lion. Now, this is not a lion. This is a leopard or a black panther, some may call it. But the ways presented with this headdress being the king or the chief and in charge and looking very lion-like, the Magician has all the tools that they need to create and manifest what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if... Do I have these upside down? Oh, I don't have them upside down. Kind of feel like that's the only one here that's meant for this. Okay, now I'm going to bring in another added element, which is my box of charms. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to start off, I'm going to grab this dice. 6. 6 is love. 6 is love, and that's having to do with this heart. This raw, bleeding heart. You can't be heartbroken if you don't love. All right, the next I'm going to do is I'm going to take this number and I'm going to give this a roll. See this? Okay, there's a 2. 2 is patience. 2 is in our element, which is fire. So being patient. Being patient in regards to love or this emotional aspect. Okay? And then now I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn this way. I'm reaching my hand in, and I'm just going to pull a few little baubles, and let's see what we get. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have a key, and it's a key going through the heart. So opening your heart. And over here we have the Master of Keys. So in this one, it's opening your heart. Okay. Next, we have another key. What's interesting about this key is this key looks very similar to this key here. Do we see that? That's very interesting. So the Master of Keys, needing counseling to really get into your mind and your heart to find out like what's happening. Also, we have a seahorse. A seahorse is both male and female. They carry the young. They take care of the young. They are caretakers. They are gentle and but fierce protectors, very much so like a Leo. I think that has a lot to do with that there. Next, I have this sweet little bunny with long lashes and a little heart going on right there on the front. So, sad emotion. The bunny for me represents vulnerability. The eyes closed, looking sad, and then the heart is emotion. So that's definitely going on right there for sure. Next, we have a pumpkin with some flowers. So pumpkins, if you know the history of pumpkins, when you put them there, protection. And then we have the flowers. So the beginning of needing or wanting protection. Okay? So we have flowers here. We have the beginning here. Next, we have horse. We have a horse. A horse in motion. Horse in motion. So horses are hardworking. Horses are reliable. They also carry burdens because they have to literally carry the weight of you on their backs. This one's kind of tail up in motion, moving away, free perhaps, wanting to run free. A change from the normal. Because normally they have a saddle and a rider, so I think this might have to do more with finally, having the burden taken off of their back for a minute. That's interesting. That is interesting. I feel like I'm missing one key element. I'll grab whatever I can grab here. Okay. Ooh, that's elaborate. So this looks like a very religious type key. Can't even really make out what it even says. But this right here very much goes with the master of the keys. So needing counsel, needing to deal with this. There's something that needs to be dealt with for sure. There's deep hurt and pain here. And then there's 3 keys. So again, the 3: communication, collaboration, creativity. Okay, last but not least, last couple minutes while I have time, I gotta pull out my oracle and see what we have. Okay, the Halloween oracle. All right, so we have 1, and we have 2. Yep. 2. So we have the veil. Not wanting to see what's really going on, or not being able to see past what's happening. The future. You need to focus on the future. The past is too much to bear. The past is too much pain, too much sorrow. Got to focus on the future. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. Oh. Holy shit. Okay. Where'd it go? Okay, look at this. I mean, okay. Whoa, where'd it go? Come back here. So, what did I pull? I pulled a pumpkin. A pumpkin. What is that? A pumpkin. Sweetness and synergy. A pumpkin. Get out of town. And this horse That makes so much sense now with this horse, the veil, the future, moving towards the future. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. See, that's why I love doing this, because people will be like, oh, that's random, that's whatever. Look. Okay, look in here. Look at, out of all of these things that I could have picked, do you think these are just all pumpkins in here? You know what I'm saying? And you watched me pick it blindly. So, oh. And then out of all of these cards, yeah, it's the Halloween deck, but there's, I believe there's one pumpkin. So I think there's like 38 cards in here, if I'm right. 38. Does it say anywhere? I don't know. I think there's 38. Blah, blah, blah. So we do have pumpkins there. Okay, we have a pumpkin there. But as you can see, I very easily could have picked any one of all of these other cards. Look at any one of all of these other cards, and there's no pumpkin. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 38 that we got. And see, this one is protection. So I literally said the pumpkin for protection, because in there, that's that one. But this is not what it's telling you. This pumpkin, it's letting me know, isn't about protection. It's about sweetness and synergy. So it's letting me know that that's what that pumpkin was meant to be about, not protection. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why I love adding in these other elements into my readings, because it's incredible. It's just absolutely incredible. So there you go. There is your read for today, January 26th for Leo. I'm glad that you popped in for your reading. Please comment below. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know what you thought. Be honest. I can take criticism, just, not rudeness. There is a difference. And let me know if you want a reading, because I'm happy to do so. Have a blessed Sunday.